Good morning and welcome to Master Trader, where you can learn to use simple market and stock analysis to make money investing and trading. I'm Greg Capra. Let's take a look at four of the broader markets here. This week has pretty much been a, run in place type of market event, really going nowhere. That can be viewed either bullishly or bearishly. So let's take a look at the charts here. And looking at the S&Ps, we all know about the big nasty crack to the downside. And then there was that move up, which had some power to it. It did take out this prior little swing high there. And it's been consolidating here, attempting or threatening to roll over under the declining 20-period moving average in the area of this little gap down here at the top of the nasty red bar. So far, there's been no follow-through. It looked like there was going to be a green day yesterday, but it turned into a topping tail. However, yet this market is still up here, pre-market. Not much, but going a little bit of nowhere. We'll take a look at that. Well, let's see where the futures are at. The Qs pushed up there with a little bit more authority than the S&P. And let me reinforce here that you don't need indicators to read price action or power or weakness or anything else. You just need to learn how to look at the prices and how they move. So when I say this is moved with a little bit more authority, all you need to do is look at the distance above the prior high and how this high and how close it got to the old high. And you can see here the spiders are still well below the old high, where the Qs are a little closer to it. So if you were looking at two semiconductor stocks and you wanted to know which one was showing relative strength and the another relative weakness, you would just observe the price action the way I explained. You don't need any fancy indicators on your chart to determine that. Just need to know Master Trader technical strategies. And so here we had that topping tail from day before yesterday, and then a little poke under that low yesterday. We'll see if there's any follow through to it or whether this continues to go sideways today. And if it does, I think, I was going to say we could go into next week that this is showing strength because of the fact that it came up and it's consolidating and creating a support area, but that doesn't mean it can't break lower. We're still being a wait and see that can it get above this high or is it going to go below the low? So it's just marking time again. We'll see what today brings. The Russell, the small caps, pretty much the same. A little bit more relative weakness than the spiders and a lot more than the Qs. Well below the low. The topping tail day before yesterday. The topping tail yesterday. Which way is it going to go today? We'll see. There's a lot of stocks that are up here this morning, but marginally. There's a few to take note of. Google is up 9. Netflix is up about 2. Apple is up 1. Facebook is up 1. Nothing of any real significance here. So pretty much a neutral opening here. Transports never even got above the prior high. But could it be moving sideways here at resistance, waiting to take that up? Again, we're waiting for information we don't know. So what do you do in a situation like this? You sit on your hands, as we say, SOH, and you wait for a confirmation that prices are going to move one way or the other. It's a coin flip right now. All right, let's take a look at the futures, which I'll bring up here. So here's the S&P futures. I look at every day, and what we have happening right now is the beginnings of an inside day. It's gotten relatively deep into the range here, yesterday's range, but going nowhere. You see the topping tail, but neutral. And so we'll see which way this is going to go. Maybe it's going to be a yawn day today where things go nowhere. But you do notice that the futures look a bit different than these other charts. They're trading 24 hours, so trading happens in the middle of the night. That isn't displayed in these day charts, as we call them. So we're waiting here to see which way prices are going to go, and because it's been a relatively go nowhere week. Attempts to move up were met with selling. attempts to go down were met with buying, and that is what creates a consolidation. All right, everybody, have a great trading day. Have a great weekend, and we will talk next week. There is a recording from the webinar that we did yesterday, so check that out. I'm sure you'll learn a lot from that as well. Great trading, everyone.